love that we called each other, and
I know.
you wear your black. You could put
like
sparkle
that.
in it. I like it. You're in a cover band. So I didn't know this.
I used to be in a cover
Okay,
band, yeah.
Oh, you don't do it anymore?
No, I should get the band back on the road. I've been a bit busy. Maybe I should call
making
up
movies.
the boys.
Yeah, no, it's just because it's all boys. You were the only girl, right?
Yeah, I started it when I was 13 years old.
Look
oh
at
my God. I really blinged it out.
I used to have like 3 of those hats.
Oh,
like
no,
in corduroy. It was like my favorite.
Those were the go-to. I probably got it from you.
You probably didn't. I got it from Five Goes West. I got it from a movie that was long before you. But I love that. I didn't know that about you. And it's interesting that you love music and then you end up in this role, like Priscilla. So what was it like? You're from Missouri, right? Like coming to Hollywood, that's a difference.
Oh yeah, that was a bit of a culture shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a crazy sort of all-American journey. It was like I was actually performing with the band at like some fall festival, and then I met a guy who knew a guy who knew a guy who lived in LA, and we're like, okay, let's pack the bags. That was like enough for us. But yeah, it was like a 25-hour drive cross country. Me and my mom.
You super cool parents.
Yeah, they really supported me.
Yeah.
Stayed in some random
shady places. Or, I was like, you do what you can.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so that was about 4 years. So we make that trip multiple times a year, and 4 years of nothing, silence. And I think we were about to give up, and then got my first role like a month after I was 18.
What was it like getting, and kind of a perfect time to get your first role actually, to be
I
18
think so too.
and being able to be more
I was a little bit older, so I felt like that was a good place to
What was it like? Were you in Missouri when you got that call?
I was, yeah. I remember I had bad reception. I couldn't hear them. Like, what? It was the last thing. I thought I'd lost it. I thought I blew the audition, and then I went outside on my driveway, and then my parents came out, and they were crying, and they were recording me on their phone. I just remember, like, the whole world was spinning. Like,
that's fun.
And I just called every person I could on my contacts to let them know.
And that's so exciting. I did the same thing when I was on a show before you were probably born. But I did. I got like so excited because it's like you're big, especially if you're from a small town, like nowhere near the glitz and the glamour.
Scream on
a mountaintop.
Yeah, exactly.
I made it.
I did it.
Possibly. Like, So Priscilla, I love though. Like I was saying, you're into music, and you end up like playing this role, Priscilla, who was with Elvis. So like, what was it like doing this movie?
Yeah, well, it was so special because, growing up, I was born in Tennessee, I was raised in the southern Midwest, so Elvis was like such a part of our world. We grew up going to Graceland, and, Elvis and Priscilla are so iconic. They're like American royalty, but I didn't know her side of the story.
I find that interesting. I know, I didn't either.
I know,
that's
was
why
what was so exciting about it, to get to, I think it's long overdue to hear her side of things. And
to see him from a different vantage point than most people got to see him. Yeah.
And I think Jacob did a beautiful job. And to have someone like Sofia Coppola tell this story, who's got such an understanding of, a grasp of how to tell it from the female perspective.
Absolutely.
And she does it in such a beautiful way. Her movies are stunning, so...
They are aesthetically they're like candy.
Yeah. And that world, that like 60s Americana was so rich, and the colors and the fashion, and...
Yeah, that's awesome. We had Jacob Elordi here. I fell in love with him.
I know.
He's so great.
He's so sweet.
So sweet, little Aussie boy. I was like, oh my gosh, he's so sweet. But one of the things that first of all, how did y'all bond? I'll ask that question first, just because y'all didn't know each other before this, right? So you're playing these intimate, roles.
Right. Well, sometimes you get onto set, and it's okay to meet on day one. Roll right into it. But, playing Elvis and Priscilla, I knew we had to have that connection and had to have that trust in each other. So when I found out he got the role, I was so excited because I loved his work, but I didn't know how he was going to be. So I basically emailed him and forced him to hang out with me, be friends with me.
You will be my friend.
I was like, do you want to go horseback riding? Because that was something Elvis and Priscilla loved to do, and he was so game. And
I love
that's him.
Oh, I've been there. That's on Sunset. I've done that.
In Hollywood.
Yes, I've been there. That's so awesome. But it's kind of hard to have a conversation, though.
Yeah, I know. It was so awkward. He's like behind me riding a horse. I'm like, so what? Are you close with your family? And this like group horseback riding trip. No, but he was so great, and he was so like connected with the like he's such a outback, like
an animal.
Australian-
Yeah. No, I love him. And one of the things I loved about him that we found out is he's an amazing photographer. And he took my favorite picture he took as a view. I don't know if you've read your card yet, but I was like, I hope you get a copy of it. I have to show this picture.
Oh, I want to see it.
This is not one I've seen. No, this is beautiful. I've never seen that one. It was another one that we showed. But anyway, we could show it. Oh, I've never seen that one either. They gave us more. Oh my God, he's such a great photographer.
I know, that was so
There's this
special
one
to
and you look like a first lady. Like it's this one that they showed whenever he was on. It's so beautiful. And I just was like, I hope you get this picture. He should send this to you. This should be your Christmas present.
I just love that he did that because we shot the movie in 30 days. So I sort of have amnesia when I think back on it. So it's so fun to see those photos and it was such a wild journey we all went on.
That's a month.
Yeah, to finish I know, only a month.
I just got anxiety for you and it's already done. I was like, wow, okay.